let's just drool together. This dessert is cakey on the outside with an irresistible center of warm chocolate flowing right through the middle. Khara Westergard is joining me to share the recipe for Decadent chocolate lava cakes. Happy pre-Valentine's. It's so good to see you.
Happy Valentine's.
I was of the notion that this was only something I could order in a restaurant, be served in a restaurant. It's too fancy to make at home. You're proving that notion wrong.
You know, it's actually super simple, and I feel like just you didn't know, and you just needed to know that it's actually easy. So,
well, thanks for cluing us in, because if we are going to stay home, which I'm all about, right? Beat the crowd, skip the reservation, but you do want something special to make it feel like an elevated day. So teach us, Khara, teach us how to make these.
Okay, so the original way to do this is without a chocolate ganache center, but I like to do it with one because there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to stop it at the right point and have the lava flow.
Yeah.
And it's so disappointing when you buy the good chocolate and you've invested in it and it doesn't work out, right? So my suggestion is to make a ganache first. Now, I had a ganache that's in the fridge. I forgot to pull it out, but
can we get it? Do you want me to get it? Tell me where.
Well,
tell me where.
So it's just in a little white bowl.
Okay, got it. Don't mind our dishes. Here we go.
Right there. And what we did was make that ahead of the very first thing. You want to start with your chocolates. So we make our ganache first, and I just made this ahead of time. And I'm making a small batch here. So just for you and your
lover,
spouse, or whoever it is that you are sharing Valentine's with. You and just you know. So small recipe here. So I have a little bit in this bowl and I put it in the fridge. If I'm doing a larger batch, I'm going to put this in the freezer so that it sets up faster.
Okay.
But you'll have the recipe for this ganache, which is super simple.
Okay, all right.
And then we get our other chocolate going, which is going in our cake.
So the ganache goes on top?
So the ganache is going to go in the center.
In the middle.
So that's why we set it up in the fridge and freezer so that we can scoop it.
Okay, and then what's this?
And so this is going to be our batter for the cake.
Oh, got it.
So so let's get started with our batter for the cake. So we just melted some butter and chocolate right here. Now, chocolate, you've got to get a good chocolate. That's key here.
Yes.
Is something good.
I feel the passion in her eyes. I'm talking to a chocolate snob.
We are not buying the store brand chocolate chips, right? No. We're going to buy a good bar of dark chocolate or bittersweet, and we're just melting it here. Now, you can do this in the microwave, but if sometimes you're not so good at not hurting your chocolate in the microwave, do this. This is a double boiler. All you have to do is get a pan with a little bit of water in it and a glass or metal bowl, and just whisk it over a little bit of boiling, water. The water is not touching. It's just sending up heat through the steam.
Okay,
and
chocolate and butter. What else?
Yes. Okay, so then there's only 7 ingredients in the batter for this. And we're gonna just turn that off there. Take that off the heat. We're gonna add our vanilla. It's gonna help cool down our chocolate here. Okay. Whisk that in really quickly. And then we're gonna go ahead and add some flour. It's really not a lot. It's just a very little bit. And to be honest, this is gluten-free flour. Okay. And nobody's gonna be able to tell, and so I like to do it gluten-free so everybody can enjoy.
Nice.
Then we just whisk that in real quick, and then we're gonna set that aside to cool down a little bit more.
Okay.
And then we just have 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. And we're gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of sugar. And we're gonna whisk that up. Now here it's going to get a little bit loud, but we gotta do it.
This is where we yell to converse.
Maybe I didn't turn on the
This is where I wish I was more helpful.
There we go, you did it. All right, so do you see how yellow it is right now? Yeah. You would think that when you have 2 yolks, there's no way it's gonna lighten up, but it really does. So we're gonna whip that for about a minute. Okay. It's gonna get nice and frothy. We want lots of air is what we're going for. We're getting lots of air into our eggs here. And you can see already that color is lightening.
It's changing, yeah.
Yes. And so lots of air is good. And then we're just gonna call that good for today.
Okay.
And then stop there.
It suddenly sounds like
we could go a little bit more. It's so quiet.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now, and the reason I like to let the chocolate cool a little bit is so that we're not cooking our eggs right away. But let's go ahead and when you do this, do use a rubber spatula because we do like every gram.
Get all the goods.
Yep.
Okay. And that's our And you put that into like individual cute little ramekins, right?
Yes, and we're just gonna fold this together. There's a cute little question going around right now. What is a fold?
What is a fold?
Yeah, so it's just a scoop and a bring it over the top.
Yeah.
So literally folding it over.
Yeah.
Scoop and fold. Yes.
Okay.
So once we've got that all in, yes.
Grease these.
We have greased these. Sorry, we did 2 already, and we'll just show you how to do this. Just a little bit of cocoa powder and a little sieve.
Oh, so it's chocolate on chocolate on chocolate.
Chocolate on chocolate, yes.
Love it.
You can do this with flour, but I actually feel like it works a little bit better with the cocoa powder, and then there's no
It will pick
bite.
up with every bite.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep, and then use your butter too. Generously use your butter here in this. I feel like it works a little better than the spray, although that is an option as well.
Uh-huh.
And then, then we just take our batter here and we pour it in.
Okay, how
just
full?
Trying to
cool it down. I know, we're rushing you.
So I can show you the way that we put the center into our thing here. Now I wanted to show you really quickly too. You are supposed to use ramekins. That helps with like a radiating heat. But I have tried these little paper ones, which are so nice that you can give them to somebody else and say, go cook this.
A giftable, sure.
Yes.
And they work too.
And keep that well chilled.
Okay, we've got about a minute left.
Okay, so we're gonna go put this in the center one. I want you to fill it about 2/3 full.
With this ganache? Or
Sorry,
what?
we're getting messy here.
That's okay.
Because we're
Am
in a
I
hurry.
scooping?
Go ahead, yes, let's actually use the smaller one. So these are my smaller ramekins. These are 4 ounce, and then I have some bigger ones that I used 6 ounces.
Just put it right in the center?
Right in the center, yes. And this is about a 1/2 of a tablespoon scoop, and I do like to go like kind of a rounded one, so it ends up more like a whole tablespoon.
Okay.
But that's fine. If it's, I mean, as long as it's in the center.
A little bit more. Okay.
Yep, we're gonna do that.
And then do you top it off?
And then, yep, we just top it right off, and that's as much as you need in one ramekin.
Like a kitchen science trick. I love it.
Yeah, and it's actually, it's gonna puff up really nicely. The more you whip, the more likely it is to be a little bit more souffle-like at the top. But if it's souffle or if it's flat, you know, it's gonna be so good. And I do like to do the ganache because it guarantees you that lava.
Yes.
And it's just so nice.
This will melt and get ooey gooey, so that when we bite into it, can we show?
Yes, please do.
The ooey gooey. And your presentation is unmatched, Khara. Like the way you've topped it with the raspberries and the strawberries and the ice cream.
Yes, it's nice to add
sugar.
acidity, but at least do a...
Look at that.
Let's see if we can get that. This guy was a little overcooked, but look at that.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's still got the lava in the center.
You make it look so pretty too, Khara. Thank you for the inspiration. This at-home Valentine's dessert that feels special and elevated and lovely. The lava chocolate cake. Will you be sharing this on your website?
I will. Come to me on Instagram at Balsamic Baker.
Balsamic Baker on Instagram, sharing this recipe and so many others. And we love how like chefy you get. You get so scientific in what you do, and it makes a difference in the outcome. So we're better because of it. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you.
Valentine's.